everybody, what's up and welcome back, and we are going to talk about the Flambeau Tough Crate. Just got this in and we're going to show you how to put it together, and we're going to talk all about this and I'm going to tell you why I got it. So stay tuned because we're going to dive right in. And welcome back, and I am excited to show you this product I got today. So I got the new Flambeau Tough Crate. Now I've been wanting one of these for a while, and I'm going to tell you why I've been wanting one. There's several reasons, and I'm going to tell you all the reasons why, and then I'm going to show you how to put this together. It's in this box right now. We're going to take it out, see how easy it is to put together or how hard it is, and I'm going to show you what to do and how to do it and tell you why I did it. So first thing I do is I want to talk about this thing. The reason why I decided to get this crate is because I have flipped 2 kayaks now. It happens. That's just part of kayak fishing. It's going to happen. If you guys kayak fish long enough, you're going to end up being in a position where you flip your kayak. Now, the first time it happened, I'm not sure what happened there, but the second time was my fault. I dropped the rod in the water, and I pretty much lunged after it and just rolled my kayak right over. But the problem is, and I'll show you the problem, is that I've been using one of these crates, like this, the milk crate section. This has been mine crate for like the past 2 years, and it's really, you know, a good deal. I mean, it works and holds my stuff, and it's easy to get to my things and do everything. But the problem with this, over top. Now I've had bungees across here to try to stop things from falling out, and I had all kinds of crazy zigzaggy stuff going on and everything like that, but it still didn't stop me from my tackle coming out. So what happened was both times all my tackle came out of my crate, and it all ended up in the water, and I lost a few things. Now, I've got most of my boxes, just about everything I have is in a sealed box that will float, but I had like 1 or 2 boxes that I hadn't switched over yet, and like the first time I flipped, I lost a whole box of chatterbaits and swim baits, probably about $70–80 worth of baits gone. And then the second time, I had the same thing happen, but I lost some batteries and stuff from my GoPro. I lost a scale, just several things like that, and so that gets costly when things like that happen. So I was wanting to get something that wouldn't have that opening on. Now I know people have made lids for their things and done all that, and there's the Yak Pack out there, and that has a lid on it as well and stuff, but I wanted something that I could separate the tackle boxes from my soft plastics. And what's really cool about the Flambeau one is it actually, you can buy it and it has a lid on it, and it actually, the one lid closes on top of the other, and then the other lid closes so you can separate things, and I think it's going to be awesome. It does come with rod holders, but I'm actually going to take 3 of these off of here and put it on there because after watching reviews, the rod holders that the Flambeau comes with aren't quite deep enough, and so I wanted to make sure I had good solid holders. So I'm going to be pulling a set of these off and putting on there. Now I'm not getting rid of these crates because I have multiple kayaks, and when people go fish with me, I need them to be able to have something to put their stuff in, and so I have these crates available for them to use. But for me personally, I'm putting my gear in this Flambeau one. So we're going to dive right into it. We're going to show you how to put it together. We take everything out, show you the pieces and parts, and then I'm going to put it together and then just tell you what I think, first impressions and all that, and I'm going to be really excited. I'm going to kind of tell you how I'm going to set it up and what I'm going to do. So let's open this thing up and let's see what kind of pieces and parts we got there and see how hard it is to actually put together. Alright everybody, so we're going to open this thing up and see what we got in here. Let's see here. Multiple pieces and parts. So, these are your rod holders right here. Not sure if I'm going to use those. I might put them on the one side anyway, just to have them as extras. But I'm not sure to do it. And then we've got a multitude of pieces and parts in here. So, let's see what we got here. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 pieces, and then some instructions and some hardware. So let's get into how that's going to work. So box is empty. So let's see what the instructions say. So, and you got your 2 little clips for your boxes. I'm not sure what those little pins are for. So we will see. This is supposed to be a pretty easy snap together setup. I think these pins are for the clips. There's a few screws as well. So let's see how it goes. So I'm going to read the instructions, go into it. I might do a little time-lapse putting it together thing, so you don't have to watch the whole slow process of me putting it all together. But let's look at the instructions first. Let's see here. It has the list of stuff. So we're going to go into this. I'm going to read this, and then we're going to go into building it, and then we'll see how it goes, and I'll tell you how hard it was or how hard it wasn't. All right? Alright everybody, step one, and I got my glasses off so I can see. It's got these nifty little locks on here, and then the little slots right here. And basically you're just going to slide it in, and then you're going to lock it in place. Push it down. Something like that. Well, it fits pretty snug. Maybe? Yep. Alright, so push it down, push it down, push it down, and then push it down. Let me see. And it clicks into place. There you go. Click. One click. Had to smack it a little bit. Alright, so next side we're going to do, make sure your signature's all right too. And these prongs are going to be the downside. So let's do the next one. Pop it in there. And push it down. Push it down. Push it down. Alright. Down here, you need some leverage. Click. Second one in place. Click. So there you go. That's right so far. Next section. Hopefully you guys can see what I'm doing here. Alright. Alright, so the last section is a little bit trickier to get lined up. But we're getting it. Alright. You're in there, you're in both sides. Let's see if we can get it locked down. I think we got to get it started a little bit here. So that one started. That one started. Give it a good. That is not going in as easy as I'd like it to, just so you guys know. One in. We're almost there. I need a rubber mallet, that's what I need. I don't have a rubber mallet. No rubber mallet. We got one side in. A little bit of ingenuity, got the other one. So now it's all clicked into place. It's all locked into place. There you go. That's where we're at so far. Now the next thing we got to do is put the bottom plate on. So we're going to get on that right now. Alright everybody, so now we got to take it and flip it over where these little pieces are pointing up. Like so. And then we're going to take this. This is your bottom panel. The signature that says Flambeau actually goes inside, so you got this perforated side. You can see there's little like foot things right there. So this is the perforated side. Like this is going to be the side that's out. This is going to be on the inside of the crate. And then we're going to flip it over, just like so. And then we're going to push it on there. Just kind of pop it all in there. And then voila. Next step. It's looking good. Alright everybody, next step, we got these 4 pieces. This is for your top crate, the top part of it. and stuff. And you got to put this together just like you put that together. So we're going to put that together real quick, and then I'll show you the finished product. It snaps together the same way. It's got the little lock-in things and everything. So I'm going to put it together real quick, and then I'll show you what it looks like after it's together. Alright everybody, so there it is, hinged together. Pretty easy to put this together. Pretty self-explanatory. The only thing you got to remember is that the hinges for your lid point towards the outside, not on the inside in here. They're going to be on the outside here. So keep that in mind when you're putting it together. And then we're going to pop it on this one. And then you got another one, which is your lid for the top. So we're going to put all that together, show you the finished thing. This is simple. You just lay it on there, put it down, and put the next one down. So we're going to do the next step, and then we'll move on to the next thing, and we'll get it all hooked up. So let's keep trucking along. Alright, so we're putting the base on the bottom right here. Again, Flambeau insignia on the inside, the crate part on the outside, and we're just going to pop that into place. Takes a little bit of smacking. A rubber mallet would work really good for this. But I'm just going to, so there you go. That's all together. Now the one thing you also want to make sure when you put this together is that you have your hinges, both hinge setups, hinges here and hinges here. When you put this together, it's on the same side. So when you open this up, it's going to open like this, and then when you open your top lid, which is going to be this lid, that's going to be right here, you're going to be able to open it like that too. So it's all going to open like this and then like this. Alright? So pay attention to that when you're putting it together. That's really important. So we're going to pop the little pins in, because the little pins are what hold the hinges in. And then we're going to put the rest of it together and show you the complete project. So let me get on that. Alright everybody, so you have 4 of these little pin bolts right here. And they actually go in where your hinges are at. And after looking at this further, there's hinges on both sides of each one. So you can hook it whichever way you want to. I didn't realize that when I was first putting it together. But just make sure that you line them up so your opening's the way you want it. I mean, you could have one lid open one way and one lid open the other, but it's probably not a good idea because you're pulling up this way. It can get confusing. Anyway, you're just going to push this pin in, line it up with your things, and probably going to need a little bit of a hammer to tap it in because that's pretty snug. So let me get a hammer. Hold on one second. Alright, so we got a little hammer. We're going to knock this little pin in. It's right here. You got to line it up and just push it through. Tap it on through. Make sure it's nice and flush. Now we got one hinge in. We're good. Let's put the other one in. Gonna have to tap it the other way because there's really no room to do it that way. Line it up. As you guys can see, here's the pin. We're just gonna tap it in there nice and easy. Bam. Alright, so first hinge is on. That opens up. Now, one thing you guys can see, this opens up all the way. I'm actually going to tie a string, a 550 cord or a bungee or something here, so that won't open but that far. So when I open it up, it's going to stop at the top. I want it to have enough leverage that it kind of sits, so I'm going to give it a little bit of angle. But I'm actually going to put a string on this, so when I open it, it stops. There's plenty of places to tie things and put a little thing in there so you can keep it from going all the way back like that, because you're going to have stuff in here. So my plan is to put my soft plastics up here and put all my tackle boxes down there. So anyway, let's get to putting the lid on the next, the top part. So the next thing we're going to do, take the last lid, goes up here just like so. Same thing, line it up, tap it in. I want them both to open the same way, so this one's going to open that way too. Get my pin. Get it lined up. Try not to beat this up too much. Alright, that pin's in there. There you go. Lid. Let's do the next pin. Let's tap that in there. nice and flush. So there we go. We got a 1 lid, 2 lid. Now again, I'm going to be tying a string on this one as well. It's going to stop it when it's open so it's not flopping all the way open. I want it to be able to come up and just kind of stop like that and then be able to shut it back. Now there's clips on here too. Here's your 2 clips. These are the clips that we use to actually clip the box closed. And so that looks like that is just going to snap in there. Looks like to me. I think that's just going to snap in there. If I am correct, I do believe these just snap up in there. It'll be a little tricky. Yep, gonna be a little tricky. Alright, so there you go. So, gotta take your time. There's the clip. That goes right there. Boom. Locks your drawer. So if you go over, your stuff ain't going nowhere. So let's get the next one in. Let's get the other one hooked on. And let's move on with that. So we're going to take the next one. We're going to pop it in there. And we're going to move on to how we mount these bad boys. Which, it looks like these get mounted on the screws. They do. So they literally just go in there. So we'll show you guys that. Let me get this clip on real quick and then we'll show you the next one because I showed you how to do that one. Alright everybody, I got both clips in. You can see it's locked up. So this one does this one. Then you can open your bottom. Like that. And then this one opens your top. So I really like that. I'm pretty excited about that. And then this setup actually comes with 2 of these. These actually mount right here. So you can mount one there. You can mount one on the other side. This is actually designed, as I drop one off, to hold 4 rod holders as they're falling off here. But just to show you, because I don't know if I'm going to mount these yet or not. I haven't decided. I'm definitely going to use my other mounts that I have. But that just kind of shows you kind of how they're going to look on there, like that right there. I still may end up putting them on there just because it gives me something else to stick something in. Maybe a GoPro pole or something like that. I don't know. But I got to get the other ones mounted, the other rods mounted up on there, the other rod holders first, and kind of figure out what I want to do. So that's pretty much the Tuff crate. I'm not going to worry about putting these on. They come with screws. There's a bunch of screws that comes with there to put these on if you guys want to put them on. I'm going to go ahead and finish putting this together and putting on the rod holders that I want to put on there, and then I'll show you guys what that looks like. So stay tuned because we're going to finish this up. Alright everybody, so I got it all done. It's all set up the way I want it to be set up. I'm going to show you guys what I got going on. It's totally completed. I did my little mods that I wanted to do to it and everything. So first thing I did is I put my fishing rod holders on there. These are Yak Attack holders. Just screwed them on, just like you screw them on any other crate. Nice and easy to put those on, and that's going to work really good, a lot better than I think the other ones. I did go ahead and put the holders that do come with it on there as well. Just put those in the back. Those will be like extras for whatever other things I might want to stick in there or something, but my main ones are going to be my rod holders. Now, the other thing that I do, if you guys notice, I have carabiners. Carabiner here, carabiner there, and another carabiner over here. And what those carabiners are for is the way I have my bungees set up on my kayaks, I can just take and raise it up and just clip it into there and lock it in place, and I don't have to do that whole, you know how the kayak comes with the bungee thing all crisscrossed. Well, I've got mine rigged up differently where I just go clip, 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 and it's clipped in there. It takes me 2 seconds to clip in my crate, and I'm off and I'm doing my thing. So that's what those are on there for. And I always just hook the front one over the top of the holders, and it works just fine. Now, the first thing I did, alright, so I got my clips on here. So when you open the hatch, this used to fall, but what I did is, if you look, turn sideways, 550 cord right here that stops my lid. So when my lid comes up, it stops right there. So when it's on the kayak, it's gonna have a little bit of a slant, just enough to keep it open when I'm fishing. But that stops that right there. And I double reinforced. I could have just put one, but I put two because I'm a little anal and I like things to be reinforced. And so that's on there really good. That's gonna stop. And this is where I'm gonna keep my soft plastics and other odds and ends and stuff up on the top tray. And then when I close that and lock that up, this stuff go to the bottom tray, unlock it, and boom, did the same thing. I've got 2 pieces of 550 cord right here tied into it, and that's going to hold that because this is going to have weight in it now once I do that. And so that's going to hold everything nice and solid in place. Keeps my lid open, so my lid stays open. It's not flopping all the way down like it did, because this will, if without putting something in there, it'll fold all the way down. And now it's secured just like that, so you guys can see. Nice and secure, keeps it open. That's good to go. And then the strings just fall right in there nicely. Lock it up. Got everything locked up. And this is why I bought this thing, because when you turn this thing upside down, say you flip your kayak, none of your gear's coming out. It's all going to stay in there. You know, so it's going to stay locked in the box. And that's what I like about this. It's easy to get to. These clips are really easy to pop. It'll be easy to just pop and get to what I need to. If I need to get to a tackle box, I'll just reach back, hit my lever, open up my door, get my box out, get what I need to, put it back in there, close it back, lock it up, and I'm off. And I think this is going to be a great deal. My shearwater's coming in, so this is going to be on my shearwater all the time, but this is also going to be what I use for the river. I just like it. It's going to be able to store all my stuff a lot better. I'm really excited about it. Once you put it together, this thing is nice and solid. It's very solid. It's just as solid as any one of those milk crates. I mean, just feels really good. It takes up about the same imprint as a regular milk crate. It's a little bit bigger, but it'll fit in that tank well, the Seaghost 110 or the Seaghost 130 just fine. I'm excited. I'm very excited. So that is the Tuff crate. That is what I did. You can get 4 of their holders if you want and mount them on there, but I really like these holders that Yak Attack makes, so that's why I want to put those on there. Because I usually only take maximum of 4 rods when I'm kayak fishing. Usually 2 casting and 2 spinning rods, and that's all I need. Even if I'm fishing a tournament, that's all I take. I don't need 6, 8, 10 rods on a boat and stuff. I only need 4 good solid rods that can cover my bases, and I'm good to go. And that's less stuff I have to worry about and deal with. I know a lot of guys like to carry a lot of gear and stuff, but I like to keep it simple on the boat so I can keep the deck clean, keep everything clean, I can just fish. It doesn't take me long to change a bait if I need to. And so as long as I got 4 rods, I got 2 casting, 2 spinning, I'm usually good to go. And that's all I really need. And so that's what I'm gearing towards, but I do like having my baits. That's one thing. I may not have as many rods, but I do like having baits because you never know what those fish are going to be biting on. And being able to carry the right stuff on the right time is what's important to me. So having those baits there and having 4 good rods is what's important. So that is why I got this, because I don't want to be losing anything else. I want to be more organized on the water so I'm not having to fumble with stuff. And this, I think, is going to really, really help with that. And I'm just excited about it. And I'm excited to do a review on it here in a couple months and let you guys know what I really think about it after I use it on the water. But so far, very excited. I hope that helped you guys out when seeing how it gets put together. And kind of see how I rigged it up. You can modify it any way you want to, but I definitely recommend putting the strings in there to stop the lids. That is definitely a priority. You don't want that lid flopping all the way over, having to try to reach for it. It's going to make it a lot easier on the water to open, close, and just kind of keep things maintained, especially when you open this bottom one and you have that weight in there. You definitely want something to hold it so it's not slamming, so you don't break your hinges, things like that. Just something that I wanted to do. I don't know if everybody does that, but I do it. I'm pretty sure there's some other guys that have hinged theirs as well, just to kind of make it, you know, a little bit safer, make it last a little bit longer. So anyway, that's all I got for you. That's Tuff crate. That is Flambeau. I don't know how you say it. Flambeau's Tuff crate. Super excited to have this. I've wanted this for a long time, and now I got it. So this is the bomb. I think you guys should definitely check it out too. If you guys ever see me out on the water, stop me if I'm on my kayak and come check it out, and I will show you all about it and how I have it set up. So that's all I got for you guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope this helps you guys out as well. When I make these videos, I try to make them to help guys make decisions on what gear they might want. So yeah, that's all I got for you guys. So just do me a favor, hit that like button, that subscribe button, that ding dong button, the share button, all those things you got to do for YouTube, and then just do yourself a favor, get out there, get your lines wet, and catch some fish.